Yetta, when I was younger, I had a goal to pay off all our real estate assets by the time...
You mean the debt associated to the assets?
Yes, and by the time I was 60. And you know what? Last year, I reached half of the goal.
You paid off half?
No, I turned 60.
Moving forward with the Dekker Team. Moving forward together with the Dekker Team.
We are honored to have created for you free access to over 603 Life's Inside Track episodes where we share insider tips, making house home, and how to get the best out of your life. And the great news is you can get access to them from home, from the office, or on the go. And if you haven't, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Dekker Team, so you can get them as soon as you want. Like as soon as they're released, they're there for you. So here's the interesting thought. We've talked about why we don't tell people about our dreams and our visions and our goals, even when we've got it all happening and we're doing well. And now we want to explore what makes it really super smart, super wise to tell people about them.
Why it can work and work well.
Right. Why you'll probably do better and move toward them quicker, sooner, faster, and with more momentum, with more traction, with more oomph, if you do include some people.
Yeah. One of the big things I get when I share my goal?
What do you get?
Well, it forces me to make it kind of concise and clear and accurate and have like measurables and a time frame and all that, because if I'm going to share my goal, I better be able to articulate it well. And when I articulate it well, it creates clarity and focus in my brain, much higher result of reaching it than if I hadn't.
So clarity, and clarity is power.
Yeah.
Right? We all know Yetta has in her office, and the daughters of one of our favorite people made me a sign that said clarity is power. And
she painted it.
She painted
a painting.
It. Yeah, it's a painting. And it's fabulous because when you don't have clarity, it actually is more embarrassing to tell people because you're not clear yet.
You could think it's embarrassing, or you can take it as an opportunity. That's one of the things when you share your vision with somebody is they may have opinions or expertise or a different perspective than what you have, and they may actually help you get more clarity or redefine or refilter, reorganize, redirect your goal and your vision for your life.
So then you can actually move better once you know better.
Yeah, so don't let what you called embarrassment of saying your goal when you don't have full clarity. Find a trusted person that you can flesh it out with, right? That you can talk about it. And because especially if you're an introvert, you might do it internally. You might get internal clarity by processing internally. If you're a more extrovert, you may get clarity by processing and talking it out. And it's much better to have someone to talk to than like talk to the mirror or something.
Right. And so external clarity, because when I hear somebody feed things back to me, sometimes I automatically know that sounded like really silly. Like that doesn't work now.
Or vice versa. When they feed it back to you, go, ooh, the way they said that
was so good.
Yeah, now I'm more pumped about. And why not get that clarity, whether it's something you want to go after or not, early on? Before you start spending money, resources, time, effort, and the cost of not doing other things because you're working on this and maybe it's not the right thing yet.
Right. So encouragement. You're basically getting another benefit is if you're telling the right people, you'll get encouragement that you can't necessarily give yourself.
Right.
The external support and acknowledgement and direction. And here's the neat thing. We are so open to be part of your encouragement because we would love it. And you can actually text my private phone Tell me if you have a real estate goal you want to accomplish, because, then I'll be all over that. And even if it's not a real estate goal that you want to accomplish, tell us, because we will encourage, support, validate, or maybe ask a question or two that will help you flush it out.
So if they're going to text you, we better give them that number, 613-863-6058. And by the way, a little hint for you, when you're texting us, put your name in it, because we won't know who you are unless your phone number is in our phone.
Well, but I would ask, right?
Yeah.
If I got a text saying, this is my goal, will you help me with it? Or will you encourage me? I will say, and who am I connecting with? So it's good. 613-863-6058.
Well, that's really cool. I love that idea that you are willing to support our listeners if they just text you their goal.
I will. Because here's what we know. This is one of the big benefits. And we've had so many people do this for us that we would love to do it for others. Maybe we should give your phone number too. Yeah, I'll tell you his too. 613, oh, stop, 867-6058. 613-867-6058. So they can choose who they resonate with the most to get their encouragement and their support from.
I know, but then I'm going to get so many texts and you're going to feel sad because you won't get very many, if any, because you just gave them my text number. And we know that, we know who people's favorite is on the show.
Okay. Well, just like with kids, we don't talk about that. So what you get to do, and this has helped us so much, is borrow somebody else's belief when yours falters.
Yeah. Or maybe you just falters like in the middle, or maybe it's faltered at the beginning and you don't even think, you're thinking, who am I to chase that goal, that vision? And I'm saying, who are you not to chase that vision or goal? Yeah. God made you powerfully and purposefully
and intentional. So whether you're in a point where you're living like your best life or you're struggling, it still can be hard to tell people your vision, your goals, your dreams. And so we're saying, even if you find it hard, do it. Choose the right people. And if we're the right people, we would love to partner and journey with you on that specific aspect, even if it's not real estate.
Yeah. And then if you're still thinking, who am I? Then listen to next week's show, because we're going to pack who God thinks you are and what God says around Psalm 139. And wouldn't that be exciting?
It is going to be good. So increased commitment is another thing that can flow from sharing your vision, your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, your calling with other people.
Absolutely. Because I know that I'm more externally focused than I am internally focused. And I would rather let myself down than let somebody else down. So I have to create those external impetuses. And one of those is tell people about my goal. Now it's out there and I don't want to disappoint them. And I don't want to be out of integrity because I've said I would do it to somebody else.
And you don't want to look silly either.
Yeah.
Because that would be a terrible feat.
Yes, it would. So Karen Lamb said, a year from now, what will you wish you started today? And together, we're clarifying options, because when clarity flows, so will your wisdom.
Moving forward with the Dekker Team. Moving forward